successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Infiltration successful.
It would be helpful if I plug in my microphone. I did not plug in my microphone. That's on me. I messed up. I Wagnered that one. Oh, that's funny. That is very funny. I've been talking all this time and I forgot to plug in my microphone. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's I could use him too. No, you know what? No, I'm not gonna worry about it. That is funny. Okay, now that we're actually dialed in and you guys can hear me, let's start cracking. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I'm going to start with, well, start with my microphone anyways. This doesn't help me. No, well, I was talking and I forgot to plug my microphone in. That's on me. Teacher screws up. Happens to everybody. Okay. None of these excite me, so try something else. These don't help me either. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. Okay, that's on me. I'm gonna laugh at myself for that one. I really messed up. Okay. Okay. All right. Long range. We're going to start with combat first. This is the North Pacific layout. Now, as with my other streams, if you go into my FOB school playlist, I will cover the layouts of the maps and what works and what doesn't in those streams for each particular platform, because I do different layouts the entire time, but the same, you know, all combat, all R&D, all base development, all the, you know, each unit has its own stream, so I'm not going to get into what works and what doesn't here. But this is North Pacific, and this is my easiest combat layout. Leo, I'm not doing 70 plus bases tonight, not with new player equipment. Okay, so obviously we're going to go with Snake. He's the one character everybody has. And my uniform is squares, standard combat fatigue, squares, wear on metal or concrete surfaces to blend in, making it harder for the enemy to spot you. That means any camouflage that you wear that says that will work very well on FOBs. If you choose anything else, like say Tiger Stripe, wear on rocky surfaces to blend in, making it harder for the enemy to spot you. If I wore this on FOBs, I would be spotted rather quickly. And if you remember Metal Gear Solid 3 with the camo index number at the top of the screen, there is a camo index in this game, but it's not listed. It's not shown. It's not listed. So we have to go by what the description says. And we're going to use squares. Always squares for FOBs. Now, once you get better and you've earned enough points, you can buy or purchase different camouflage, different uniforms. Okay, this is a steel khaki which is available through FOB events. This works as well. Dark rubber also works because it says wear on metal or concrete surfaces to blend in, making it harder for the enemy to spot you. Not everyone may do event FOBs, or doesn't want to, or just gonna skip it. I don't really care. They look at the event, they don't want to deal with it, so it doesn't give out enough points or whatever, resources, whatever. I'm gonna do regular FOBs. Everyone should have squares camo developed. It's a grade 3. It doesn't take very much to develop. So squares is where we're at. Okay, equipment. Now all of the weapons I'm using tonight are developed with your unit levels under level 50. This is the bare minimum in terms of what you need to work on an FOB. The bare minimum. So you have to at least have gotten to Africa and picked some plants and done some things in Africa in order to start working on FOBs. When I built my alternate account, I already knew what to do when I got to a certain point in the game. So when I got on it, I went right into FOBs. I didn't even finish the main game before I started sneaking. But that's because I had I'm an experienced player. For a new player, they may not have all the goodies, or they may not have their units at level 50 yet. So we're going with a loadout that is designed for players that don't have up to level 50, but they still want to try FOBs. So we're going to do with that. So the grade 2 MRS-4 assault rifle has a grade 2 suppressor, and the Soviet undergrip, we try not to use this. It's been customized only in that it has the barrel that has an under barrel attachment on it. Everyone should have that in the beginning. So then it has the RGL stock and the dot sight 1 as your sight. Okay, back weapon is the M2000 non-lethal grade 4. This is unchanged from the default. I think it only has a grade 1 suppressor on it. Yeah, it does. Try not to use this, as funny as that sounds. Oh, well, if we do have to use some weapon, this will be what we use. Okay. Handgun, the grade 4 US silent pistol. This is for essentially shooting enemies in the face. Has a grade 2 suppressor. We try not to use it, but I still carry it with us anyways. You can use the Burkov, but it's harder to aim with, in my experience. So I use the grade 4 WS instead. And since we're using Snake, the stun arm grade 4 comes in handy in more than one location. Sport weapons, smoke grenades grade 4. Again, not everybody may have over level 50, so I don't use the grade 5s. Sleep grenades grade 4. These are the bare minimum for sleep grenades. Try not to use them. Most of the time we just carry them just to have them. Stun grenades grade 4. These are distraction devices, and only when we need to maybe freeze out some enemies, we'll use it. Okay, active decoys. These are the ones that speak. Distraction devices, and then petrol bombs to blow up mines in our path if we happen to come across them. Try not to use those. Items: night vision, grade 4. Again, not everybody may have the grade 5s, for a new player. desert box. I don't use anything else. I don't think the box portion, you know, what it says here doesn't really matter. So we're just going to go with desert. Nocticyanin, grade 4. We only use this on the core platform. So, but that's because I know where I'm going. And grade 3 Fultons. Balloons, but I already have the transportation specialist and the children functions developed. That doesn't apply to FOBs, but I didn't want to go all the way and have wormholes. So balloons are where it's at. Okay. Always 0600. You learn to fight in the daytime, it makes you a better sneaker. Nighttime is harder for me. I once started at night. I used to play nighttime only. And then I switched.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Okay.
Be careful down there, boss.
There's a lot of changes at night. The most important change is that the lights that come on, these things, they not only do they illuminate the decks, they show where you are. And I've done comparisons between the two, and I have to do more work on nighttime bases than I do during the day because of the lights. The lights give me away. I'm gonna mark that guy. Okay, see how he has his head down? Gonna keep an eye on that. And we're gonna drop down here. Because that guy and that guy, sometimes they notice. We don't need we don't need them to notice. Stop here. Okay, he's looking down. If I were to walk past him, he would see me or notice me. There we go. And just like that. The guy on the upper platform with the blinking light, he noticed me, but he's not gonna be able to do anything about it. How are you, Fila? Good to see you. And of course, on the combat platform, turning the lights off is impossible. from the very beginning, anyways. Okay, so we will stop here. Mark the cameras or the UAVs. Start marking our enemies. Come down. Now my quick switch is between the long rifle and the pistol. So we're going to camp out here and wait for that guy to move. We have time, 18 minutes, so. Mark that UAV. How are you, Locos? Good to see you, man. Teaching new players, Fila. Again. Like a low-grade loadout. You know, you get on my nerves. So you're going to aim right underneath the... Oh. Okay. That works. And go up this pipe here. Nobody around. Well, that's what the stream is for them to... Oh, man. Okay. Switch to the stun arm. We come in this little cubby hole here. A little man cave, quote unquote. Whoops. Lay down flat. Bam! I'm going to switch to the assault rifle. Just like that.
Infiltration successful.
Not too bad. Again, from the perspective of a brand new player, that's helpful to get these guys into your brig. After 3 days, they're going to improve your unit. 13 S rank guards. So a decent haul, good amount of resources. That's fine. I'll take it. And we're not worried about espionage points. So you get a good amount of volunteers to start. That was North Pacific long range. Mid-range is, for a new player, is harder. Because if you don't have at least the grade 5 stun shotgun, you're gonna have a hard time with guards that are on the same level as you. With long range security, they're higher than you, and that creates gaps in the coverage, and we're gonna exploit those gaps to get through our objectives. Okay, these do not help me. Nope. Okay. Nope, that doesn't help me either. Nope, that doesn't help me either. Non-lethal in particular is the non-lethal security is a lot harder for new players. Wow, we are really SOL today. we're going to do something a little out of the ordinary. Okay, we're going to deploy to my base. Yeah, my base is, as you can see, level 69. I have everything developed. So my anti-theft devices are at maximum. The guard's body armor is at maximum. UAVs are at maximum. Everything is maxed out. But don't let that number intimidate you. That is the single biggest takeaway, because I don't have any custom mines or cameras on this base. That's for a very specific reason. I'm not going to get into that. Okay, but I'm going to run my base one time and show everybody how my tactics work against a standardized base loadout, which is what my base is. My base is standardized. It has maximum everything except custom cameras and mines. Everything else is at the top of the limit. So we're going to start at the far start point, and since this is long range, we're going to keep everything the same. 600. I don't remember if the girls are in swimsuits or not. Now, of course, if you're a regular player and you hit my base, I'm giving away all my secrets, but that's fine.
Sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
You know, I'm a honey badger at heart. I don't care.
Be careful down there, boss.
Now, my guards are all S rank. And they're wearing swimsuits. And that's fine. Okay. Now, because my anti-theft devices are at maximum, you stay away from them. Because the minute you get close to them, they go off. And when they go off, that activates a soft alert. And we don't want that. And that UAV in the distance, very important that we mark that. Remember, this is North Atlantic Research and Development. Go wide. I'm going to cut around the AA gun because we don't want to get near the sensor. Now they notice, they see me, but they don't know what I am. So I just keep crouch walking. I don't dolphin dive. I don't use the box. I don't crawl. The rate at which I'm walking is it's enough for me to get past those guards. And we're going to slow walk. Your controller is pressure sensitive. Now this route that I'm taking is the same route that I use 98 times out of 100. Oh, man. That was funny.
Demonstration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Because they saw me earlier and they didn't move. They were standing there, and when I jumped, they turned around and saw me. So that happens. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Generally speaking, yes, it is. But that's what I use. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Okay, this helps me. No? Wow. People are really stingy. Okay, I'm gonna go with this for now, since we have a hard time with finding bases that are acceptable. This is the North Pacific Base Development Platform. Long range security. Normally it does, yes. But because, you know, because they didn't move from their spot and I didn't want to interact with them, they were standing there when I jumped across. I can do better than that, but you know, learning experience. Okay, North Pacific Base Development, 16 laser gates, 9 UAVs, 42 anti-theft devices, 34 mines, 24 cameras, 7 placed weapons. So grade 5 equipment. Not too bad. Okay, everything stays the same. I like the scarf.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival
Yes,
PF's FOB.
Vila is
You
correct.
can capture staff from them.
But not
I'll be
everyone
looking
can
forward to meeting
document
the
it.
new recruits, boss.
And I can't even do it reliably, so. Okay. 0600, first start point. It's the same every platform. Went upstairs and died. Okay, so this base is empty of empty of containers. That presents a unique challenge, but I am confident in my ability as a sneaker to get through. I don't need containers, they make it easier, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it, since this is a long range. Again, the goal is to be a phantom. They see something, they go to investigate, it's not there. So by crouch walking, I can hit this spot here and stop. Shoot him in the face. So now we got a problem. Have fun, locos. Mark that guy. UAV, UAV. That guy there. And that guy there. I'm marking those just because. I'm gonna follow the lane that's laid out on the deck. Hurry. Gotta hurry.
This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. Out.
So even though we've activated a soft alert, I'm still following my path. Hey, Alex. Bam.
Infiltration successful.
So we still got through. Alex, did you make a Patriots hype video? Resources. Okay. 39. Don't be embarrassed, Fila. It's part of your learning curve. Oh, these are awful bases today. There we go. Okay, so we've done combat, long range, North Pacific, base development, North Pacific, R&D in North Atlantic, support, North Pacific. This is my easiest. Again, because it's long range. And this guy has custom mines on his base. The reason I know that is if you look at the number of mines, it says 38. It has... Most bases have either 34 or 39 mines. If you see any number other than that, or a base that doesn't have anything to, you can tell it's an abandoned base. With a layout like this, I know he has custom mines and cameras. I know this because his number of mines is, to me, is wrong. It's either 34 or 39. Anything between 30, anything other than 34 or 39 means he is tampering with his settings in security settings. And we'll find out what he has by looking at this setup here. Okay, 11 mines on the 4th platform, 8 mines on the 3rd, 8 mines on the 2nd, 11 mines on the 1st. Okay, so there are custom mines on this base, and that's how we know. The distribution of mines across a normal platform is uniform, with the most mines being on the core platform. So having 11 mines on the starting platform is wrong. So you know there's custom mines there. That's the big giveaway. He thinks he's being sneaky by doing a number between 34 and 39. But as an experienced sneaker, I know that there's no way for that to be possible without tampering with your settings. So this guy is tampered with the settings. Long range, and there may be a custom camera, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so we're going to keep everything the same. Yeah, Fila is really good at that. That's his thing. I don't have the patience for his playstyle. I just gas people and go.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
So run upstairs. And stop. There they are. Custom mines. No camera. Right here, cameras. Not gonna worry about that guy right now. Again, stay away from the anti-theft devices. Get close to them, they go off, start a soft alert, and it becomes problematic. And stop. So we'll curl around, mark that guy, mark that guy. Now, it bears mentioning that if you walk on a grate, your camo index drops. And that guy too. Wait right here. quiet. Yes, always walk on the deck. Do not walk on the grates. I was doing nuke runs back in the day, and that was something I learned from painful experience, getting blasted by snipers because I was walking on the grates and they could see me. But when I would walk on the deck, they don't notice. So stay away from the. Of course, the grates also make noise too. So I'm waiting for the guy here to go to his right or left. The moment he does that, we can move. And there we go. Cut inside here and go up the stairs. Okay, here comes the custom mine part. I don't hear any cameras. So we curl around, drop down into the weeds, and then come right back up. And keep walking. Wow, look at that. That's cool. I like that. He's got a mine there. Puzzle time. That's pretty good. Just gonna rush through, collect the mine, and go in.
Infiltration successful.
That was good. 11 S francs. That works. And of course fuel, which is the big resource you need. So you're going to do a lot of support platforms when you're building your base. So North Pacific support is the easiest. And we just illustrated why. Just with a little bit of patience, a little bit of waiting, we can get through without shooting anybody. And that's a big part of how I operate as a sneaker, is not interacting with the guards. So now I didn't, because I picked up the mine at the end and I didn't want to send a defender notice until it was absolutely necessary. I could have shot that camera and would have sent the guards into a tizzy, but I waited till it moved, picked up the mine, went into the core. So just a little patience, let the camera do its own work, leave its own weakness exposed, and go right in. So that was good. Now if the that guy ever comes back to his base, he'll see that I didn't interact with his guards in any way. I avoided his camera and picked up the mine and went into the core. So he would have no way of retaliating against me unless he had an indirect already. He would never get those staff back. The less wormholes you leave, the better you are. Then I'll get dirty. I don't want that. I don't want blood on my uniform. What's wrong with you, man? Besides, I didn't want the guards to get all bent out of shape. Okay. 42. Oh, maybe not that. Besides, we all know sometimes they can be really silly and look through walls. Okay, yeah, that's not helping. Level 50. Alright, that works. What other races you got? Okay. Let's do R&D. Same layout as mine. Again, before you start, you look at the numbers. Okay, let's go backwards. 39 mines. Okay. 29 cameras, so he has everything. 4 UAVs, 2 UAVs, 2 UAVs, 2 UAVs. 9, 9, 9, 12. So you can see the difference. Whereas 34 mines, it'd be 8, 8, 8, and 10. It's uniform across the first 3 platforms, and then more on the core. So if you see 38, or 37, or 33, or whatever, you know they've tampered with their mines. That's the big tip-off. So we'll start.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
So level 50. Mark that guy. And then we're going to drop down flat. When he starts down the stairs, we're going to curl over here and then get back to crouching. And he still noticed. So we're going to keep crouch walking. We're not going to stop. I'm not going to shoot him in the face, none of that. Because we crouch walk at a good speed, we can evade detection. We can become a phantom in their imaginations. That guy there. That guy there. UAV in the far distance. In my experience, Alex, it doesn't matter what their grade is. They're all stupid. I'm gonna wait here. Because I've done S++ staff bases, and they're idiots. Just like E ranks. But that's my experience. I know people who swear up and down otherwise. I'm not going to contradict them. I'm just relating my own experience. S++ guards are also idiots, just like E ranks. The ones I have the most trouble with, believe it or not, are A++ ranks. For some reason, those guys don't quit for nothing. Okay. But I don't see very many S++ bases without customizing cameras. If I didn't have insurance, you know, I could try it out. I'm not going to turn the cameras off. I'll look up there just in case. And of course, since we have Snake, he's the fastest pipe climber. Like I said, 98 times out of 100, I'm going to do it this way. Because it works. And stop. I decided to be aggressive, but I don't care.
Infiltration successful.
So one bullet, one round. So far I've fired a grand total of 2 shots. Not too bad. Again, I mean, I'm not contradicting you, Alex. I just, in my experience, they're idiots. But again, my number of S++ bases is low. I don't attack them like that on purpose. Yeah, I'm not right now. No time. Base development. Okay. A fully loaded base development. So he has 39 mines, 29 cameras. He doesn't have the maximum amount of anti-theft devices, so that's something to keep in mind. But at grade 7 you may see upgraded and anti-theft devices. So again, the entire point is to stay away from them. We don't want to deal with anti-theft devices in any way. And North Atlantic base development is decent in terms of being able to sneak through without getting caught or without drawing attention. Okay, so everything stays the same. 600. How are you, Lava?
successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
If you scroll back in the stream, you see what you asked about, determining custom mines and cameras. I spent a lot of time talking about that. And stop. So my automatic switch is between sniper rifle and pistol. Try not to use the assault rifle unless we absolutely have to. Essentially, it's there as a safety margin, and nothing else. Okay, come here and stop. Once the camera moves to its left, we keep walking. Stay inside the pillar here and keep walking right out of the camera.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
A rank. That tells me this guy is either still active or just retired. And he has a nameplate, which means he has PlayStation PS Plus. So if I were to send a defender notice, he may answer the call. And of course, we don't want that. So. Here it is. Nope. I'm on retreat. How are you, Visceral? Good to see you, man. Now, of interest is the fact that it's raining. Raining will mask your footsteps, but you'll always slow walk anyways. Game over.
Infiltration successful.
Flawless. I'm just a player, man. It's not like that. Not too bad. That works. 9 S rank and 1 S plus rank. Not a lot in terms of volunteers, but that's fine. Good haul of resources. I'll take it. So, my concepts or operational plans, whatever you want to call it, are non-interaction. Moving at deliberate speed. Not interfering with the layout of the base in any way. No blowing up anything, no causing soft alerts, none of that. The goal is to be a phantom, to get through all four struts and get to the core without so much as a by your leave. Okay, that is the goal that we're working on every time out. is to do it the same way, the same, you know, every time. That's the standard we're aiming for anyways. But as I like to say, you don't know what's going to happen until you step off the helicopter. Okay, that was a standardized base. There was nothing special about it. You'll run into bases that are the same way, but they'll have security zones activated, and guards will be walking around, and patrol patterns will be very different than what you just saw. So yes, I know what I'm doing, but every base is different. Every base may have the same physical layout. They may not have the same guard patrol patterns. So you develop ideas, concepts, strategies to deal with whatever is thrown your way. And for new players, the weapons I carry are aimed at that. Now, for if you want to do the standardized way that I do it, you got the riot pistol and the grade 7 stun shotgun and the Serval, rifle on my back. That's a whole different set of tools for a whole different purpose. So yeah, that's non-lethal for a new player is no bueno. None of these, wait. Yeah, none of these appeal to me. Let's do medical. Now, I prefer to do medical mid-range, but for a new player, mid-range is asking for trouble. So long range will have to do, and we'll have to do a little more work than before to get through. Again, every layout or every loadout is the same.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I don't know security zones. Some of my friends know that better than I do. I don't. I don't know security zones. There's not much I can speak to in terms of that. Now, normally for medical platforms, that box right there is the power box. With my Serval, I can kill it from this distance. But because we don't want to send a defender notice, I didn't. And I didn't use a lethal back weapon anyways. Okay, here's the big pinch point. And I want defenders. Can I do this? Can I do this?
Hostile!
Nope.
We're under attack! All units to
I should have shot him.
Try a little
I
harder.
should have
next
shot
time.
him. Yeah, I've never liked magazines. They don't do anything for me. Okay. I would say, for now, speaking now as a new player, doing medical platforms without the benefit of a powerful weapon like the stun shotgun, they do distract the guards, but again, my basic principle is rooted in non-interaction, so that doesn't help me. So without having a stun shotgun in your inventory, yes, that's my playstyle. I would recommend skipping the medical platform for now until you're able to develop either the grade 5 stun shotgun or the grade 5 sleep grenades. That way you can attack medical better with those weapons than you can with what we're using tonight. So for now, I would recommend, if you want to build up your plants, support does all the work. And we'll do that again right now. Okay, let's go backwards, and since lava's here, I'm going to recap this. Okay, so we're looking at 16 laser gates, 9 UAVs, 28 anti-theft devices, 34 mines, 24 cameras, 18 placed weapons. So you can see the layout of the mines and cameras. Okay, 8 mines, 8 mines, 8 mines, 10 mines. On the 10 mines on the core platform. 6 cameras, 6 cameras, 6 cameras, 6 cameras. Okay, I believe this guy has an extra camera somewhere because it's normally not distributed that evenly. So there's in my opinion, there may be an extra camera somewhere, probably on the core platform. Possibly. Okay, so the distribution of mines and cameras is uniform across every strut of the platform, and this doesn't look right because all the cameras are the same. So there's something not right there. So we've got to keep that in mind as we infiltrate. And of course, since we're using Snake, we don't have to really worry about mines because he can take the damage and keep walking.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
wait for him to move. Slow and steady wins the race. Or tries to anyways.
Hey.
Yes, for horses. I like to mark people. He's almost out of resources. That's what that means. Okay, now we're in trouble. Top guy first. Papa Nocto now. There we go. That was uncomfortable. I didn't like that at all. Okay. I don't like this, so do something we normally don't do. What the hell? Oh, I thought that was a mine down there. Okay. Petrol bomb. A little bit of caution. Sometimes that's all you need to do. So not too bad. Junk staff for me, but you know, those guys may come in handy. S plus, that definitely comes in handy. So now all of your plant resources here are covered in adequate amounts for low-grade players. That's the whole point of hitting support platforms. Medical gives more, especially for African peach and Digitalis purpurea, but for our purposes we can get by without having to use Digitalis lutea or Haoma. We can get Haoma through combat platforms. And Intel gives out Digitalis lutea, but Intel's hard for me. I have a hard time with it. Okay, so your plant resources are covered through support for the most part until you're able to develop the grade 5 sleep gas. Once you develop the grade 5 sleep gas, then medical platforms are much easier for me, speaking from my experience. At a minimum, the grade 5 sleep gas makes it a breeze. But that's me. That's my way of doing things. I've never received a message saying that I was hacking, because I've ghosted a base. I've never received a message like that. People ask me how I do it, but I've never been accused of hacking. I did a retaliation once against a guy. He found my base through some random method. So I did a complete phantom experience, no traces on his R&D base, just to get him back, and he stopped attacking me because of that. So my methodology does have its uses. And of course, there are high-level players who like to attack me. You know, they like to have fun on my base, but I you know. Let's try. You see the difference? 34 mines, 24 cameras, 25 cameras, 38 mines. So he's playing with his numbers there. Mid-range doesn't work for me. Not on teaching school anyways. And non-lethal is even worse. And normally I would be all over these mid-range bases, but they're not helping me. Mid-range is harder to hit for a new player, anyways. Let's try it anyways. Gonna change our loadout a little bit. Okay. The grade 5 stun shotgun, and the no. Top grade 4. Pistol still the same. Okay. So we're gonna go mid-range. This is my basic loadout. I don't recommend hitting mid-range bases, but if you want to try it, this is how I would do it. 600. This is where my experience as a sneaker comes into play. With vastly reduced weapons, I have to do things a lot differently.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
So load out that extra shell beforehand, because you're going to need it. I forgot what grade his armor is. First issue. Aim for the helmet. Takes 2 shots.
CP, this is Delta 9. I just witnessed an attack. Hostile presence confirmed. Fire! This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
Hands up. Where are you?
Hold him up. Knock him down. Hold him up. Keep walking. So you keep your interactions to the minimum. I don't hear Jack Bauer, I hear Venom Snake. I don't hear Kiefer. I think that's a key, you know, Kiefer's natural speaking voice. I don't hear it. He's playing a role and it works for me. Okay, so one here. One there, and one there. Out Naka.
Don't let him get the drop on you. Out.
He shot a man in the face. How about that?
CP, this is Delta 4. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over.
Keep your eyes on the swivel.
Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
And right there. And get in there. There we go.
Infiltration successful.
No stun arm necessary. That's fine. So I got the 180 Helma. I'll take it. That works. And a good amount of espionage points too. People talk when they want to. That's fine. Awful. You know what? Let's do that anyways. Intel. My least favorite. Okay. Keep everything the same. The stun arm is going to come in very handy here.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Now with the grade 4 stun shotgun, it's even harder. Okay, I think it takes 3 shots to put a guy down. So you gotta worry about that.
What?
It's that bad, I'm gonna shoot him in the face. How about that? That's how bad it is. But this is the route I take. This is North Pacific Intel. This is the easiest
CP, this is Zulu 1. Threaten the
Intel
area. We're tightening
platform
security.
that I run.
This is CP. Understood. Keep your eyes open. Out.
I'm not diving, I'm not crouching, I'm not crawling. Can't stand up because then you'll get noticed. So, just making do the best I can. That's all I can say. Again, one of our main objectives is to stay away from the anti-theft devices. We don't want them coming around and poking their nose where they don't belong. Actually, no, that's not right. We're poking our noses where they don't belong because we're on someone else's base. Thanks, Fox and you. Mark that UAV. It's going to come in handy. Crawl up here. Watch out for the camera. And as soon as it turns, we're going to go right underneath it. And turn the power off. That's why I don't do intel.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt?
That was garbage.
Try a little harder next time.
I've seen guards act completely crazy. I've seen them throw themselves in the ocean for no discernible reason. That doesn't surprise me. That was poor. But again, that's why I hate Intel. It's hard to operate in there. Especially with low-grade equipment. Okay. Nope. Nope. Yeah, none of these are helping me. There we go. Let's try it again. Back to our long range setup.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Or sometimes even just going up the stairs is a problem. I don't like to go underneath, except on certain bases that I'm practicing on. Like North Atlantic Intel, for example, you almost have to go underground if you don't shoot the UAVs out of the sky and avoid the cameras and everything else. You know. Now, separately, my preferred methodology for attacking bases like this is to keep walking. Don't stop. Don't plop people in the face unless you're seeking out points on purpose. That is the single biggest difference between your guys like Fila or Memo or my friend Gus. You know, guys like that take their time. They're very patient. They're able to hit a man in the face from, you know, however many meters with the underbarrel pistol. I just don't have the patience for that. Can we do this? Oh shit. I'm gonna miss it. I don't believe this. Okay, problem time. It's rare that I can get this far without interacting. So I'm gonna...
Hostile!
Yeah, it just went out the window. Never mind. I was going really well and felt good, and I was about to climb the pipes for nothing. Take that. Bunch of clowns. Now this is the route that I use for intel 100% of the time. I don't use any other route. And this route is adapted from a fellow player called Win Supernova. He had some No Traces videos that showed this route, and I liked it so much that I adopted it as my own. So, whoa! Shit. Oh!
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt?
Oh, that's funny!
Try a little harder next time.
Oh, that was poor. That was very poor on my part. I'm gonna raise my hand on that one. I messed up. I messed up. Oh, that is funny. I'm trying to give a man credit for helping me, and I wound up blowing it. Happens all the time. So hopefully as a new player you can improve on that. I can get you up until that point at the platform. You can walk into the core from that point on. Okay. Combat. This development. Support on this platform is very hard. I don't like support on this platform. Intel, like I said, you have to go underground, down below, on this layout. I have a hard time with it. It doesn't have enough medical. Mid-range. That does not help me. That doesn't help me either. Normally I would be happy with this many mid-range bases, but it's just not my thing right now. Medical. Let's try medical.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Two of you guys standing next to each other. How is that possible? No camera? That's fine. I'll take it. Wow. It's the only one I need.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
What are you looking at me?
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Delta 4. Investigating now. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Just like that.
Infiltration successful.
Not too bad for an abandoned base. And an S plus volunteer, so that's helpful. That's very helpful. So not bad for a new player. Or from the new player's perspective anyways. Okay. I'm going to do 3 more missions and that'll be it for today. So, let's choose wisely. Mid-range. Not helpful. Not helpful in the slightest. Let's do it again. Keep it all the same. And we'll go.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I need to get at least one intel in the bank.
Be careful down there, boss.
Just to show I can do it. Oh, make it base. No help. That's fine. We'll see what we can do anyways. Wow. I wonder if I can do this.
Hey!
Yes, I can.
Better take a look. Follow me. Got it.
we'll do a little bit of misdirection here. They're gonna follow, so we're gonna try and shake them off our trail. And this layout has a nice little space to do that. Just go down underground. Since we marked them, you can tell their progress, and lay flat. And they're done. They're not going to catch up, but we're going to wait until their triangles stop flashing. Okay, safe. Once their triangles stop flashing, they become inactive or unnecessary. You're not going to see them again. Now to the green. Just go right over there. It's on the back side. So using my concept, okay, we can penetrate to the core platform without disrupting anybody. Oh, you are not helpful. You are not helpful. See? That's why I hate Intel.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
It's all nonsense.
Boss,
that's fine. I don't really care. Okay. Sorry, Zebra. Not tonight.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I'm disappointed I couldn't get an intel win.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Blowing myself up mere feet from the core is gonna have to be enough. I'm just terrible on intel. I'll admit that up front. And remember, we're doing this from the perspective of a player who's new to the game, who wants to improve their standing in terms of gathering resources and whatnot. The weapons I'm using are derived from force levels under level 50. So, I mean, I could do all grade 5 equipment if I wanted to. Way back in the day, I used to do runs like that with just grade 5s as a challenge.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
But come on, baby. What are you looking at?
You there!
You're not paying attention. I never got to mark him. Oh well.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Anybody up there? Okay. I'll take it. Now sometimes what I like to do during the daytime, I use my Nocto here. If I don't see anybody, I'll walk right up to the power box and turn it off. Now that disables mines, or disables cameras, anti-theft devices, laser gates, custom cameras, and lights at night. When you do that at nighttime, the guards will come looking at the power box because CP tells them to. So you can use that as a distraction. Okay, that works. No guards. I'll take it.
Infiltration successful.
Very clean. Okay, one more and that'll be it for today. What the hell? Let's do one last one. Okay, I'm gonna switch this up a little bit because we've had problems with in-close guards. Yeah, let's go back to our mid-range loadout. Okay. Where are you? Okay. So our mid-range loadout on a long-range base.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
So all no, oh no, the damage offense is lethal. I was gonna say all non-lethal, but that's not the case. Sniper rifles. Area cameras. Phantom lifestyle. That's what works for me. Keep it low key, no interaction. Just keep on walking. That's the whole basic concept, is to keep walking, to keep moving. Never stop. Never put yourself in position where the girls can catch up to you. Because you can crouch walk faster than they can walk normally. And even if they're activated in the soft alert or whatever, you can still crouch walk faster than they can. It's an important concept to remember. Rat!
CP, this is Delta 2. Explosion spotted. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units, stay on guard and find any intruders. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 2. I just witnessed an attack. Hostile presence confirmed. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
Okay. Gonna make it. Hooray! And that, kids, is how you do intel.
Infiltration successful.
I admire people who can do intel with staff other than Venom. I just have no patience for that whatsoever. It's just not my thing. So intel obviously gives you the Golden Crescent. If you have one FOB and you've built it up all the way, you can develop the grade 9 wormhole generator. That takes 700 and some Golden Crescent per deployment. So you'd have to hit an intel base to replenish if you do a lot of defenses and use that. African Peach gives quite a really solid amount. If you eventually develop the grade 7 sleep gas, you can use that, throw it up into the scaffolding where the guards walk, and it'll knock them all out. So you don't have to use venom. You know, I prefer to use venom for intel. Digitalis purpurea, that's where that's a really good amount. Of course, Digitalis lutea, decent amount, but it's other than medical, this is the only place you can really get it at. So some is better than none, I guess you could say. So that was pretty good. Good amount of espionage points. So thus concludes tonight's new player FOB school. Later this week I am going to be doing a normal FOB school with my normal weapon loadout, different things and whatnot. Again, the grade 7 equipment gives me more freedom to operate, so we'll explore that in the coming days. But, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you very much, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good night.